You may have noticed the picture of the petrol pump next to your fuel gauge, with a small arrow just next to that. The arrow indicates which side your fuel cap is on. So on this car, the fuel cap is on the right. On this car, the fuel cap is on the left. This will help you to know which pump to go to. This is especially useful if you're not familiar with your car. Have you ever seen these black cables going across the road? You probably felt them, but what do they mean? These are traffic monitoring cables. They're used to count the amount of traffic going through a certain area. The local council can then use the information gathered to decide if they want to make changes to the road structure. What about these? White squares painted in the centre of the road. These white squares are typically placed along long, straight stretches of road, and they're placed at set intervals. The reason for these white squares is the police can use the cameras from their cars and helicopters to work out a precise speed for the person that's breaking the law running away from the police. This evidence can then be used in court to prosecute the driver. Solid white lines at the edge of the road, like shown here, are referred to as edge lines. These do not mean you're not allowed to park here, even though it may not be advisable to. These lines are used as traffic calming. It makes the roads appear narrower, to therefore make drivers drive slower. They're often used near schools, like here we have a school, and are often used in conjunction with other traffic calming measures such as speed cameras or sometimes speed bumps. Have a look at this picture. The traffic lights in the distance don't appear to be working, but they are. If we take a closer look at them, notice how the traffic lights have some shutters on both the amber and green traffic light. But what's the purpose of this? The shutters on traffic lights is a technique used when there's multiple traffic lights near each other, and there's a chance you could misread the traffic lights and proceed when it's not safe and legal for you to proceed. Let's say the first set of traffic lights is on red, the second set is on green. If you're a car length or so away from the stop line, it's not really an issue. You can see the red lights quite clearly shown here, so hopefully you're going to stop at the stop line. However, if you're the lead car and you're stopped right at the stop line, you won't be able to see the red lights that are at the stop line. You might see the secondary red traffic light as shown here, but there is also two green lights that can be seen. If there were no shutters over the green lights, you could potentially start proceeding when your light is in fact still on red. Due to the angle of the shutters, you'll be able to see the green when you're maybe 2 or 3 car lengths from the traffic light. On the side mirrors of some cars, there's a small line in the corner. This is to section off the normal type of mirror and the convex part of the mirror. The convex part of the mirror is the part of the mirror that's slightly curved upwards to increase the field of view, but it does have the effect of making things appear further away than they actually are. You might already know this one, but it's still interesting. The way you steer the wheel and the way you move the indicator are both exactly the same. If you want to steer left, you turn the wheel this way. Therefore, you indicate in that same direction. Left indicator. Steering to the right, well, you move the indicator the same way. A right indicator.